Hey there, welcome to On the DL with Dawn and Lauren.
I'm Don.
I'm Lauren. So today we're going to take a more serious approach on our topic, and we're going to talk about the shootings that happened in Baton Rouge, in Minnesota, and then in Dallas.
Right. So, as far, in my opinion, which doesn't matter.
Before you start.
Yeah.
Before he starts, and before we get going on this topic, this is such a touchy topic. Our nation is in turmoil. And I just want you to know you don't have to agree with my perspective of things.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with Donald's perspective of things. Hell, we don't have to agree with each other's
Exactly. Everyone has their opinion.
Right. But we can still coexist and be respectful of each other's opinions. So my challenge to you, before you even start watching this, is to be respectful of other people's opinions. Just because you don't have the same opinion doesn't mean that it's not valid.
Yeah, exactly. But,
so back to the shooting.
Yeah, like I was saying, I can see, with all this happening, I can see both perspectives of the spectrum, you know. As far as the officers, they have to protect themselves. I mean, some instances, they do get a little over-aggressive, and I feel like that in the Baton Rouge shooting. But as far as the victim, we have to be able to be, like, to cooperate and not make ourselves a target to these cops and whatnot. Yeah, be respectful, basically. And that's authority, so, you know.
Okay, so, my opinion on this. The Baton Rouge shooting.
Yeah.
Horrible to watch.
Yeah, terrible.
Horrible to watch.
Terrible.
I mean, just, I don't see where the validity in it was.
Yeah, it was terrible.
However, we did not see the beginning of what happened. We have hearsay.
Yeah,
We have hearsay. But we don't truly know what that officer was going through. It looked terrible. From what we all watched, no, it was not a valid...
Not at all.
It shouldn't have gone down the way it did.
I feel like it doesn't matter what happened before that. When those two officers had him on the ground and pinned down with his hands down.
My perspective of it is I agree with you on that.
Right.
I agree with you on that. It was terrible. He was shot in the chest. Multiple times. But if it's my life or your life,
yeah,
and I'm put in that position,
that's where...
If I'm a cop,
yeah, exactly,
and I'm put in that it's my life or your life,
yeah,
natural response is to go with my life. Not that your life doesn't matter,
but
my life matters too, because I have a family at home.
Exactly.
So that's where it's hard. Is I feel like right now, where we are at as a nation is if you're pro-black, you're anti-cop.
Yeah.
If you're pro-cop, you're anti-black. And that is, for me, so hard to understand because as a white female, I don't get the profiling that you do.
Right.
So it's hard for me to truly understand
both sides of the spectrum
and get it. It's hard for me to truly understand and get that. So it's not that I'm not affected by it because I have deep emotions about it.
Right.
It's just I don't know what to do.
Yeah. And another thing is a few months ago, there was a black cop that shot another black guy. Where was the hype about that? Why didn't that come up? Stop making it about white and black people. Black people kill black people, and you guys don't make a scene about that. You guys don't riot. You kill people, and you don't riot. That's the thing.
I agree.
That's where I'm coming from.
I agree. I get that, and it's just it's such a hard topic. Even here, we're having a hard time discussing it.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah. We could go on for days about it.
It's tough. You know, I have a really close friend of mine. Outstanding guy. Outstanding guy. I care deeply about this person. He is a black man.
Right.
He went out of town. He walked into a place. He was by himself. He was actually gone for work, but he walked into a restaurant, and when he walked in, someone made a very obscene racial slur about him. That is when it hit me.
It's real.
It is real.
It's real.
It is
exactly.
real. And it affected me so deeply. I was so upset about that because this is, oh my gosh, this person is an outstanding citizen.
Yeah.
He works with the veterans. He does nothing but make this world a more positive place. And then people are profiling him because of the color of his skin. And it hit me deep.
Oh yeah. It's real. It's real. That's why we just have to try to carry ourselves as professionals and just beat the cliche. That's my thing. So, but I do see it both ways. So I mean,
however, an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
We're all blind.
Yeah.
You can't support. Let me rephrase that. You can't be out. I can't think of like what I'm trying to say. You can't look at the shootings that happened in Baton Rouge and the shooting that happened in Minnesota. And then think it's okay for what happened in Dallas.
In Dallas, exactly.
And vice versa. You can't think that what happened in Baton Rouge and in Minnesota is okay, and it's not okay for what happened in Dallas.
For one, I don't think it's okay what happened in Dallas.
Absolutely not.
Those officers, they had nothing to do with those shootings.
We don't even know what they believe.
Yeah, and Dallas, I want to say they're one of the they don't cops basically don't apply force unless they have to. They're one of the least crime rate.
I don't know the statistics on that, but
yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, and to go out there and kill them because of what they did, it's exactly what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a double standard.
Yeah, exactly.
And violence upon violence is not going to solve anything.
Yeah,
you don't have
it's
to
just
agree
keep
with
going.
it. We have to unite.
Yeah,
because now what's going to happen is these officers are on extra alert.
Yeah,
and you don't want someone who's extra,
exactly
anxiety, and now
that's the thing. You
they
get
have
pulled
a gun.
over. Yeah,
I mean, it's not helping anything. It's making things worse. It's making things worse. It's making a bad situation worse.
Mm-hmm. And there are good cops out there as well.
There are amazing
the majority
people.
Of exactly.
99% of cops out there are not bad.
Yeah. So it's just as victims, as a black male, you just have to cooperate. Don't even try, because with everything going on, don't force the situation. Just cooperate and do what you have to do.
It's not worth it, because your life does matter. Regardless of what social media says or what the media, the news say, your life does matter. And as a white person, you matter. Yeah. You matter. Your life matters.
Yeah, exactly.
So it has nothing to do with that. Your life matters, and you have to take that extra precaution.
Mm-hmm.
You can't control what another person does. You can only control yourself.
Exactly. That's well said.
I mean, you can only control yourself. You can't change the heart of somebody else. You can only think what you feel and be kind and pass it on.
Exactly. I think we covered it a little. We could keep going on, but I think we covered it.
Be kind to one another. We're going to end this just because we could go on and on forever. Yeah. But, I think we're a perfect example that, skin does not...
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. You can be an amazing human being and be white, black, blue, and orange, Yeah. But just be kind to one another.
Yeah, with that being said, signing off with Don and Lauren. I'm Don.
I'm Lauren.
See y'all later.
Be kind.